Hey there, I'm Rishi, and today I'll be walking you through how to connect serverless Postgres to Zapier. Let's begin with creating a Zap. So we go to Zaps and we press create. We'll create a new Zap. And first we have to define a trigger. So we click trigger and then click Postgres. Once that's done, we choose an event, which is, let's say we are adding a new table, and then we'll change my existing Postgres Zap. So let's do a connect a new account. And this requires some Postgres parameters such as host, database, and stuff. So I'll go to Neon, a serverless Postgres, and I'll create a project by clicking create project. That's done in milliseconds. And then I'll go to branches first. So the main branch, which is the default branch, has an endpoint attached to it, which has a endpoint ID, which is EP bitter credit here. So I'll copy this into password first as saying endpoint is equal to the endpoint that we copied and then a dollar sign. And then I go back to the dashboard and say parameters only. Once that's done, I can copy the PG password up here. So password field is complete. By default, NeonDB has the database name as NeonDB. And then to connect to it, you need to have SSL mode as required. And the username is always NeonDB owner by default. You can, of course, customize that name during the project creation. And then in host, I'll copy the value that I have received in my PT host, and that's done. So we have specified an endpoint as is, the port as is. While adding the database name, you need to add SSL mode if you require. The username is up to your choice. NeonDB owners by default. In the password field, what we have done is endpoint is equal to, we have copied the endpoint, then a dollar sign, and then the actual password itself. That's all you need to do. You click yes, continue to Postgres, and then this window will auto close. And if we go to the my Zap, now I see, hey, this is my new Postgres that I've connected to. The trigger event here is a new table, so I'll continue with that, and then proceed to my SQL editor and run the query that comes up with create table if not existing with Neon. If we go to our Zap again and click test trigger, we should see that it found a new table since it will be running in 15 minutes once it's live. We are clicking test the trigger again so that it can check for new tables. Let's give it a few seconds. And it should find my new table. Hey, it was able to find a new table. Let's create another table. So I'll create another table named as create table playing with n. And yeah, let's run this. So it created another table. And now I'll click on find new records to find another table from my Postgres. Let's give it a few more seconds. Still waiting. And hey, it pulled my another table. Now let's see what the new table is about. So I click on new table B and we see the name is playing with N. And when it pulled in the table, the first table, the table name was playing with Neon. So this is how you set up a Zap connected to a Postgres, where Postgres is provisioned in less than a second using Neon. Hope this was helpful. See you in the next one.